From Alpena, we worked our way north past Sugar Island and through the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. It was a picture-perfect ride, calm waters and warm sun. We dodged shoals and traveled between deserted islands, beckoning us to anchor, pull out the dinghy, and explore. We did not see any other vessels for hours and hours. Our spirits soared in the desolation. This, we thought, is what cruising is all about. We arrived in Presque Marina late in the afternoon. Only civilization was a single store that had everything imaginable. We got change for laundry and 8 Klondike bars. The only way to use a cell phone was to stand on a picnic table and hold the phone over your head. If you were lucky, you got 1 bar. The plan was to run all the way to Sheboygan the next day. Mother Nature, however, had other ideas, as the forecast of 1 to 2 footers turned out to be wildly inaccurate.
Nice one there, look at that. So, not every day on the Great Loop is as fun as every other day. Sometimes it's like this. Yorksie, sit down. Whee! We were on the way to Sheboygan, but the seas went from 4 to 6, 6 to 7, and we're just getting worse the farther offshore we got, so we decided to abort. We're now headed to Rogers City Marina, and we'll resume our trip to Sheboygan tomorrow. We're taking them pretty much on the beam right now, so between 3 and 6 foot waves on the beam is not very pleasant for anyone. Yorksie got seasick and threw up a couple times, so we want to get her to more stable ground. Kind of a challenge to hang on. Very amused by the spoon in this bowl. Getting a good laugh out of it. Watch this. Whoop! 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 Maybe it'll go all the way around. I would imagine as we get into shallower water, because we're in 140 feet of water now, but when it gets 10 feet deep, that spoon's going to be going all the way around that bowl. But you know, the boat's not rolling at all. When we arrived in Rogers City, we took a short walk around the town to stretch our legs, went back to the boat, and, well, you get the idea. Yesterday at this time, we were in 4 to 6 foot waves with 8 to 9 footers, and here we are today, and it's like cruising on a sheet of glass. And the first thing Yorksie does when we arrive at port, find a post and mark it. Today was wonderful.
Yeah, comparing with yesterday, what we had, what weather condition was yesterday. Today it's like calm and peaceful.
It's really amazing the difference that 24 hours can make on the Great Lakes. The next day, we made our way to Mackinac City, the northernmost point on our adventure. Approaching, you could see the Mackinac Bridge for miles. The following day, we took the ferry to Mackinac Island. The ferry, which takes about 15 minutes, takes you out and underneath the Mackinac Bridge. The Mackinac Bridge, or the Mighty Mac as the locals call it, is 5 miles long, with a span between the 2 main towers of 3,800 feet. It is spectacular.
On Mackinac Island, they outlawed automobiles in 1895. It didn't occur to us that Yorksie had never seen a horse before, and she went nuts. Even if you don't like touristy things, you simply must take the carriage tour of the island, which takes about 2.5 hours and leaves you at the Grand Hotel or at the starting point of the tour. The carriage tour runs at island speed, which is to say, very slowly and leisurely. You stop at the bottom of each hill to let the horses catch their breath. The houses, the gardens, everything on the island is beautiful and very well maintained. At the end of the first part of the tour, you end up at a little carriage museum and the butterfly conservatory, which is also a must-see.
Turn around and look over your shoulder. Look, Darina, look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder right there. See that?
Just living is not enough, said the butterfly. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower. Hans Christian Andersen. A horse-drawn carriage took us to the first stop, the Mackinac Island Butterfly House, a conservatory featuring hundreds of butterflies. We decided to visit and enjoy the magic of that place. We took a walk amongst hundreds of free-flying butterflies. We were stunned with their spectacular and gorgeous shapes, colors, and varieties. You are a part of the exhibit as they light on you as you admire them. Who doesn't love butterflies floating around colorful and free, beckoning with its beauty? Butterflies are a delicate reminder of the beauty of nature, attractive and graceful, varied and charming, approachable and so fragile. We were gloaming these creatures in flight, on the flowers, at the plants, and wondering about transformation then undergo before becoming these winged beauties. One of them fell in love with the captain and unfortunately had to be brushed off his shirt before we left. She was confident in his humanity and knew she would be safe.
The second part of the tour takes you through the state park. Our Romanian tour guide amused us with embellished stories of island lore. We spent the rest of our day at the Grand Hotel, enjoying the view and the beautiful day. If you like what you see, please subscribe. It really helps us out and it doesn't cost anything.
We really appreciate your attention and subscription.
So, Darina, how can people find out more about us online?
You can find us on our website page, here, on our Instagram page, here, and also on our Facebook page, here.
Once again, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to be reminded of new episodes when they come out, don't forget to ring that bell.
Thank you so much.